It's your girl Tanya. Today I'm filming a Q&A. It's a Q&A. So while I'm filming, I'm also going to be folding my laundry because it's been sitting in my laundry bag for like 3 days. I have become a great multitasker as a college student, so we're gonna make YouTube videos and fold our laundry. By the way, thanks to Adela for this Wake Forest crew neck. I wear it all the time, but no one ever knows what Wake Forest is, so I'm gonna start with questions from Twitter because there's only 2 of them. So first question is from Emily at Vinneferliuthagutterjit on Twitter, and her question is, why did Vine get canceled? So Vine got canceled because the government knew that it was making us too happy, and the government was just like, we cannot have people be this happy, so they took it down, and that's why Vine got canceled. But worry not, for my roommate is a computer science major, and we'll be back up shortly. Question number 2, last question on Twitter, is from Michelle at Michelle564. Her question is, can I be #1 snake yet? Over my dead body. Now I'm gonna move on to questions from Snapchat. From my friend Georgiana. She says, what are your grades? Let's just say I have grades. I do have those. Next question is from Carla. You guys might remember her from my last video where we did the friendship tag. So her question is, do you like IHOP? That's like an inside joke. Quick story time. I threw up in the dining room of an IHOP a few weeks ago. It was very embarrassing. And Carla likes to bring it up, and so do the rest of the snakes that I've decided to hang out with while I'm here. But regardless of how many times I throw up at an IHOP, I will always love IHOP, but I will never love it more than Waffle House. Next question is from Emily. Are you ever going to dye your hair Harvard crimson? So I have been, so most of my clothes are now like crimson. So I don't know if having my hair would be an overkill, but I don't know. I still have, I have 4 years here, so maybe. I actually did think about that when I dyed my hair last time, but I thought it would be an overkill, so we'll see. Maybe, probably. I'll get bored eventually. I feel like a 30-year-old smoker. This next question is from Adela. Why are you a snake? Why are any of us snakes? Why are any of us alive? It's just how it is. This next question is from Monacy. She asked, who do you say is your best Indian friend from Crest 3D White Roswell? So Roswell's like the town where I'm from, and my best Indian friend is Monacy. She clearly picked that question because she knows she's my only Indian friends back home. So we refer to it as Crest 3D White Roswell because it is in fact Crest 3D White. Another question from Monacy. What's your major at Harvard? So I'm like high-key thinking I'm gonna be a romance, language, and lit major. And I know some of you guys are like, romance languages, what is that? Is that like, I've actually had people ask me if that's the study of like Shakespeare and love stories. No, so romance languages are just, it's like Latin-based languages like French, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, Catalan. So that's, if you guys know me, like I am like a French aficionado, I'm a Francophile. So I'm thinking of like focusing on French and Portuguese specifically. And I'm also like, I love like literature. I've been reading since like fresh out the womb. Like I read my doctor's name tag coming out of the womb. So, but I'm thinking of getting like a secondary in something. A secondary is just like, it's like a minor. That's what we call them, our minors here. good old Harvard. And it might be, I don't know whether to do it in like ethnicity, migration, and rights, or environmental policy, which is what I wanted to do originally as like a double major kind of thing. But coming here and like kind of testing it out, I don't think it's something I want to focus on secondary. I don't know yet. We're figuring it out, but probably most likely going to major in the language thing. That was the longest explanation for something that no one really cares about. Next question is from Damani D Money. Shout out to him at BU. How many shots before blackout? I don't play basketball. Also from D Money, tomato or tomato? I think that answers your question. Next question is from Alex Son, my son. Who's the biggest snake? Me. This question's from Anna. How can you speak English if snakes only hiss? I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a language major, so I'm multifaceted. I am just your everyday multilingual. And this one was asked by Beck. Kill Mary, Jesus Morales, Jorge Mendez, and Timor. So I think I would. And then this next question is from Alexis. Why do the Snapchat sky filters never match the sky? I don't have a funny response to this, so now I think I'm just gonna answer some questions I get from YouTube. Most of these I just get from that one video I posted about how I got into Harvard. So mostly they're just like, hey, I've gotten A's and B's in high school and blah blah blah. Am I gonna get in? I don't know. Honestly, like that's one of the hardest questions I have to answer. Because like I'm not an admissions officer. So like if you tell me your stats, like I can't be like, I can obviously say like you're a good candidate or you're like a competitive candidate that has good potential, but I can't guarantee anything. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for. I don't know. I don't even know how I got it. I don't know. I try to give you guys the best advice I can. Like there's a lot of people that hit me up on like Instagram message especially, asking about this kind of stuff, and it's just a really like a case-by-case basis, and sometimes people will just give me their grades and ask me if they're good enough, and honestly like they don't just look at grades. So like I want to give you guys an answer, but I don't know what the right one would be. Another like frequently asked question I get about Harvard is my application process. What did you write your essays about? Can you share your essays? So I think I'm not gonna share my essays publicly ever. That's my mindset right now. Reason being is because they're like pretty personal, and I think that if you guys want to see if your essay is good, or if you want to know if your essay is like in the right direction, if you were in my shoes, would you share your essays? And the answer should be no, because they should be that personal, they should be that meaningful to you, to the point where you really don't like want to share them. Like you are really like, you gotta kind of pour your soul into your essays. I mean, you know, not every essay, you don't have to pour your like soul out into like a scholarship essay or whatnot. But I guess it just shows like how much you want it or whatever. That's just like my opinion. I think essays should be really personal. To end it on a happy note, I'm just gonna let you guys know that I'm going to start vlogging soon, because my friends and I go, well, my snake friends and I go on quite a few adventures, and I'm gonna be vlogging some of them now. Hopefully you'll enjoy them or whatnot. So see you later. Also, forgot to mention this, but if you have any more questions about anything about me, I'm very conceited and I like to talk about myself, so just leave questions down below and I'll probably make another Q&A. Yeah, also remember to like and subscribe and whatnot, so I can not be the laughing stock of my community. Thank you.